Hello, we are Anne-France Moreau and Elisa Spada, and we will try and give you a little peek behind the scenes of Apple Inc. This presentation is based on the book Inside Apple by Adam Lashinsky. So we all know the brand Apple, what products they create and how big the company has become over the years. But how did it come to this? How did Steve Jobs create a billion-dollar company? We will try to answer that, but keep in mind that we will mainly be talking about the company's way of thinking and the strategies they used while Jobs was still CEO. Apple is a company based on a modern management system, where efficiency is a priority. Whatever project was ongoing, whatever innovation was being prepared, everything will eventually be seen by Steve Jobs himself. He has to give the ultimate stamp of approval. The goal is not to make money, but rather to create products that people are passionate about. The primary spokesperson of the company was Steve Jobs himself. He always had a watchful eye on everything that was going on. He was obsessed with the pursuit of perfection and was consumed by a relentless desire to create beauty. He was in fact a narcissist leader and made sure that his employees were as detail-oriented as he was. Whenever a new project would start, Apple would put up walls where there were none before and increase the secrecy protocols. Employees would be denied access to certain rooms, which are called the lockdown rooms. No information goes in nor out without a reason. Secrecy takes place on two levels, external and internal. The goal is to keep products and practices hidden from the competitors and the rest of the outside world. At Apple, everything is a secret. It is believed that it's okay to shred somebody in the spirit of making the best products. It's an enormous pressure to be perfect. It's a real culture of excellence. The idea is to anticipate how the customer will feel holding a simple white box coming from Apple. It's the attention to detail that counts. It symbolizes that you really care about the user. Every little detail is thought through. The premises of most Apple products is simply the desire to create something extraordinary. They believe that they are creating the products for themselves, which means the expectations are very high. If Apple is happy with the aftermath, then the customer will be too. Design is the most tangible way to see Apple's focus on detail. It all starts with design. Apple reverses the process and everyone in the organization has to conform to the designer's vision, not the other way around. They are the most respected people and they report directly to the CEO. Also, Apple focuses on only a few projects a year. They are not afraid to say no to a great idea, merely because they have to focus on other projects for the time being. Where other companies want to start as many great ideas as possible, Apple does a strict selection and focuses on one item at a time. Apple works in the same way a startup does. The key values are clear directions, you know who to talk to and what your job is, and individual accountability, which is a sense of urgency, a constant feedback, and a precise knowledge about the company's mission and goals. Apple assigns major projects to small groups. For instance, only 2 engineers wrote a whole code to convert Apple's Safari browser to the iPad. The company is also deadline-oriented, which means that the dates are set well in advance, but the launch date of a new product is never announced to the public. For Apple, the message has to be clear and precise. It will be repeated until everyone can recite it by heart. The company chooses a different approach depending on who they are talking to, for instance, journalists or consumers. Of course, the master of communication is Mr. Jobs. His keynote speeches are legendary. He will tell you stories that will make you dream and want the new Apple product at any cost. The emphasis is not on the price, but rather on the product itself and how it will improve your life. A partnership with Apple means it's all about the brand. It's them who decide when and how a new product will be sold. Jobs was hard on his friends, but even worse on his enemies. For example, the iTunes Store told music publishers what they could and what they couldn't charge for songs.
Created using Powtoon.